Hi, this is Dorothy. I want to talk today a little bit about time, what time it takes to get something achieved. Because in my business, I've been a little bit frustrated that things are taking so long. So I'm going to stop having you look at me and I'm going to turn around and have a look at my garden and show you my beautiful garden and give you a few thoughts on walking around my garden. Here's an overall view of my garden. Yeah, look at the dry lawn here in London, England. Was my garden always this beautiful? Look at these gorgeous nasturtiums at the front, and then the fuchsia and the other things. I'll walk you around. It wasn't always like this at all. In fact, we had to dig it over, move things over. We've put in a lot of work over the years. Well, I've put a lot of work in this part of the garden to make it as beautiful as it is. And now, of course, in August, look at those gorgeous sunflowers down the bottom there. It is absolutely stunning, beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful place to sit in. Wonderful place to enjoy the sun, the beauty of the flowers, everything that's coming through, and the fruits of all our labour. And I'll show you a bit more about the fruits as we go on down to the veg patch end. And in my business, I've been a bit frustrated that things aren't happening as fast as as I'd like them to. I want results now. And I'd like to do it without having to do all this hard work, to be really quite honest. Look at the lavender. Look at this. And we have to brush through this to get into the veg patch. And looking at the garden always reminds me that actually you have to put the work in first. Look at all this wonderful chard and leeks and tomatoes. Those ones are nearly over, but if we take a peek into the greenhouse, there's more tomatoes. They're brown tomatoes, yellow tomatoes, as well as red tomatoes, peppers, herbs, various things. Now let's come around here. We've had fruit bushes, blackberries are beginning to come in, beans, wonderful grapes. Do you know in England we get grapes? Look at these great bunches. We've got masses of them. And these are sweet grapes, which we pick and eat. They'll be ready quite soon. Need to net them against the birds. Zucchini, courgettes, beans and peas, different sorts of broccoli. We've had wonderful strawberries, and now we've got raspberries coming through. And see, my hubby likes the compost as well. We make a lot of compost. Now, those silver bits there are to scare the birds off. Only this year they didn't really scare the birds. We had to net that as well. So we have got apples. What are these berries? These are josta berries. We've had red currants. All in our little garden. It's just amazing how much you can fit in. And England is so wonderful for growing stuff. But just a little reminder, I had to put the work in back of the house. I had to put the work in. We had to put the work in to get this whole thing as beautiful, as gorgeous as it is now. Then you have to put in and find the baby plants. You have to sit through the winter when nothing seems to be happening, through the frosts and the cold and the dark nights, wondering if your garden is ever going to flower. Then the spring comes and it flowers. Then you get the gorgeous summer. So it is in business. Take your time, put in the work, and then wait for the spring and the summer, and you will prosper and flourish.